Hi everyone, my name is Anna Anders, humbly here on this YouTube channel, and I'm a local peace activist, peace flag maker, and I most soulfully and passionately enjoy exposing corruption and disruption of human life and human values. And so on that note, I just want to march right into what I have to say here, okay? All right, gonna do it. All right, so haven't touched base with you guys for a minute because I've been dizzy, not booting and looting and shooting up the planet, but I've been busy and dizzy working on a document that has been soul healing for myself and soul refreshing. And I want to say, I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone witnessing corruption and cover-up, experiencing bullying, harassment, censorship, sabotaging, witnessing abuse and neglect. What else do I want to say? Oh my gosh, and experiencing it, being name-called, being discriminated upon, spiritually, religiously, humanly. Just so much and then to not only have that actual and factual experience, but then also to try to attempt to raise awareness and draw awareness and attention to it manifesting, but then and taking it to the chain of commands, and then finding out how severely broken the chains of commands are really broken. And so that there really just like it inspired me, and I'm so grateful to my great teachers, and that would be the corrupt ones, because they have inspired me and fired me up to reignite my soul passionate and spiritual calling, which is for GLOBALPEACE.com. So yeah, let's march right into what I have to say here. Enough of that. Been able to, how do I say this? Cleanse my mind, heart, soul, spirit, body by writing out that document. It took me a month, you guys, over a month here, to write the document, to pour out my heart, soul, mind, spirit, love, joy, sadness, pain, my humanness upon those 13 pages, if you will. But rest assured, they're in good hands now. So, and I put it into the lap of my soul sacred creator, higher power, and we'll see what's going to manifest, because I don't have the plans, you know what I'm saying? But I do know that I have to stand up in the face of corruption and cover-up and expose it most dutifully as a human being on the planet. And I want to thank my grandkids too, my 7 grandkids. Shout out from Grandma Anna, you guys, because you most soulfully inspired me in my hours of disappointment, betrayal. I can't even say you most soulfully inspired Grandma Anna here, because I was ready to cower down. I was really ready to cower down and say, what can I do? I just got to be a victim again, But the answer is no. No, I don't have to, and nor does my 7 grandchildren have to either, if they ever encounter such happenings to their lives. And so out of that inspiration, I have risen up to clean off the perspiration of being badgered and battered with some corrupt, toxic energies. I'm humbly Anna Anders, just one of the many founders of GLOBALPEACE.com, guys. And on that note, I want to actually and factually share some thoughts, if you will, as we're marching out of March and into April 2018. So, what I want to say first, of course, individually and collectively, individual human being here, and collectively, we as a whole humanity, all lives matter. All lives matter. Okay? And so that's what I want to say, and say yes. And I want to say yes to the March for Your Life protest entirely. We should all be marching, people. We should all be marching for all our humanity, from local to global. So yes, all lives do matter, and I want to support that venue, even if I'm suspecting that it was financed and afforded by the local 1% parasitical globalist elite. I will not be intimidated by corruption and disruption of human values and hidden agendas by the Nazi Illuminati ones. So on that note, you know what I want to say, people, America isn't so special. We're special, but we're not that special when we look at the whole global planet as a whole, humanity, if you will. And we didn't need the March for Our Lives protest venue to tell us to get up to protest and march for our lives. You know, I'm sorry that that happened to those children. I wasn't there, and I don't know actually and factually, but I have my thoughts, and there's activists that are revealing some situations that manifested with that situation. And so things need to be questioned. And, you know, what I want to say about that is, you know, these aren't the first children to be brutalized by a very violent situation. And we need to look upon the Middle East. We need to look upon Africa. We need to look upon anywhere that there's been systematic attacks on the sacred lives of children, okay? Anyone under the age of 18 years old that was a participant to these unwanted and unwarranted oil wars and gangster wars. So that's what I want to say. And what I want to say further here as we march out of March is, why didn't the United Nations step up? Where has the United Nations been all along, from past to present, from local to global, with all these wars? Why haven't we ever seen the United Nations on the front page and the forefront of Main Street media, occupying that seat and occupying the present state of journalism to say, no, we shouldn't be handling this like that. No, we should not, you know, we should not handle war with more war, you know what I'm saying? And especially for the children. So I totally agree with the fact that all lives matter. I'm humbly Anna Anders on this YouTube channel, and this is all I got for this video here currently. The other thing I noticed, if you haven't noticed, go back to the videos on the March for Our Lives protest venues, where there was individual speakers and groups of speakers as well. And notice in the background the colors that were utilized: blue and black, black and blue, black and blue, blue and black. You know what I get when I think of that? The color purple. Because when we're bruised as human beings, we get a bruise, it's black and blue, and it turns purple. You know what I'm saying? And so people, what Grandma Anna's trying to say here is, yes, Black Lives Matter. Of course they do. They always did. When didn't they matter? So, and when people don't think that they don't matter, it's because they've shattered the course of corrupt Nazi Illuminati history. So that's what's going on. And then getting back to the Blue Lives Matter, of course Blue Lives Matter too. I want to support the Blue Lives. I just don't want to support no corruption and cover-up. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at exactly. And speaking on that note of the Blue Lives Matter, has anybody noticed, I mean, did you not know that on 9/11/01, our Constitution, those buildings were knocked down, they were blown up from top to bottom. They were, oh my God, the debris fields were equal in circumference for the World Trade Center complex. North Tower, South Tower, and WTC 7, that was an implosion, so they didn't have a debris field. It imploded on itself. So all the debris stayed right there on the land there where WTC 7 was. But anyways, 9/11/01 to me symbolically was the day that our Constitution got knocked down, and our Bill of Rights and our justice and our liberties. And what I noticed after 9/11/01, what happened was the New World Order, see, out of the old world order, was ushered in, and we became constantly under surveillance. And it all started right then. So right now, we are a nation that is under constant surveillance, 24/7, 365. You know, and what else do I want to say? I want to say who exactly authorized certain people to be the surveyors and the purveyors of our liberties since 9/11/01. You know, and so I don't know, but I believe my constitutional rights. I believe in the Constitution. I believe in my right to speak, my freedom of speech, and my right to organize, just as the March for Your Lives organized and raised awareness, and it is raising awareness. So I'm humbly Anna Anders on this YouTube channel. You're going to hear more from me here soon, and so will a lot of other people, because I'm going to start to go very public with my activism work. You guys have a wonderful day, and that's all I had to say. Yeah, my plate of life, it's been really full, but it's more like a platter. So, and what's coming back to me is once a cowboy out west, a Nazi Illuminati cowboy, a first responder cowboy, Herb Babbitt. He told me, because I would get so frustrated, he would say to me, Anna, and in my frustrations I'd say, what, Herb? And then he'd say to me, Anna, how do you eat an elephant? And I thought, what the hell's the matter with this man? I would never want to eat an elephant. But he was using a metaphor. A metaphor. So, and I'm a poet, and I can understand metaphors.